And up in the air and easily won by the future NBA lottery pick, Obi Toppin.
And there may be as many NBA scouts in this building today as there are Division I players. But there's
Toppin
only one they're looking
the
at.
Double. Chapman with 10 on the shot clock. And Daly down. Hawks were held to just 52 points the other night. They had a blowout loss to Richmond. Dayton, on the other hand, won by 26 at LaSalle. Daly with a good start.
And Ryan got off to a tough start shooting the basketball down at Richmond. For the Hawks, good to see him get on track early.
Mike Sale goes one and done, and quickly the Flyers start 0 for 2 for an offense that's tops in the Atlantic 10 and one of the most efficient in the country as Daly. Rodney Chapman hit with the personal. Daly coming the night for Ryan Daly, just like the rest of the Hawks. Held to only 8 points. Andre Gustafsson doing a really good job on him the other night down at the Robins Center. 4-0 in favor of the Hawks. Crutcher and Chapman around that perimeter. Mike Sell had a big game earlier this year against Kansas. They kick out, and there's Landers again. Another good look. Just unable to cash in, and an 0 for 3 start for the Flyers. Douglas, one hands over to Brown. And Daly pulls the trigger. And Toppin no problem with the rebound. Mike Sell streaking up the floor and will go to the line.
You just look at the upper bodies of these Dayton perimeter players, and they're going to be hard to keep out of the lane as well.
His consecutive start, number 45, which is kind of ironic for a guy who missed a full year after having surgeries on both hips a couple seasons back. But Ryan Mike Sale certainly gets the job done for the Flyers. Kick out for Brown, and good look, but sailed it over the rim. And rebound down to Landers. Dayton down 2, Toppin trying to change that, and misses his.
Kind of a few trips to get their legs. You know, these two-game swings, two-game trips are unusual in the Atlantic 10, but you sit around a hotel for 2 or 3 days, and it's easy to get stale.
Long Prey with a good backdoor bounce, but Brown couldn't handle it. Taken away by Chapman. Already the 20th steal of the year for Chapman, and Mike Sale capitalizes. 16th made 3 of the season for what's a 33% shooter. He has all 5 for Dayton. Douglas gets a friendly bounce.
Thought maybe he might have traveled before he stepped into that shot. Hawks will take it.
Becomes the second Hawk to score. 7-5 early, St. Joseph's. A lot of empty trips early on.
Substitution for St. Joseph's. Anthony Longpre out, Lorenzo Edwards in. Edwards smaller in the middle, but more of a threat to pull up from pretty much anywhere, like a lot of the Hawks.
And Lorenzo Edwards hoping for a better game this afternoon. Fouled out in what was only 18 minutes the other night down in Richmond. Mike Sell, good separation off the cross. And 2 quick made threes, 8 points, all 8 for Ryan Mike Sell, the St. Henry, Ohio product. Freeman with a quick cross, got around.
Oliver Freeman was playing Obi Toppin man-to-man on most of the early trips, and now Sharif Knox rotates in to take that duty. The Hawks going with a couple of their more physical guys in terms of strength, even though they're giving up several inches.
Sharif Knox in and grabs that rebound. Played about 3.5 minutes. Flyers with the early 1-point lead, all 8 from Mike Sell. Douglas trying to challenge Chapman, some contact, and the
Douglas,
save for Cam Brown.
He lands, and then his head, there should probably be some padding there.
Hawks keep possession with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Knox got to the lane but couldn't convert. And Crutcher trying to capitalize this end, and quickly a pair of rebounds for Knox. Cameron Brown, Daly, there's Edwards. And good look for Lorenzo Edwards, who he's capable of making those, but hasn't been making quite as many as of late. Toppin on the block, and certainly familiar with that. His first 2 of the basketball game, Flyers by a full possession. Obi Toppin coming off of 20 to go with 7 rebounds the other night in the blowout of LaSalle. Shot clock cut in half for St. Joseph's. Little 2 game with Knox and Daly, with 8 on the shot clock. And you can see the game plan for the Flyers. Rebound and go. Not much different than the
point them in the right direction. The Hawks, meanwhile, playing the first of 2 home games in the league. And
Obi Toppin hit with what's his first personal. It's our team second on the fly.
Philadelphia area product, part of just a litany of Division I and NBA officials that have come out of the area. And secretly, I think he was pretty happy about this assignment because he's going to get home in time for the Eagles game.
Yeah, plenty of time to get home.
Unless we go 4 overtimes like that St. Mary's Pacific game late last night.
Ramir Moore off the bench and right around Mike Sell, who 71% free throw shooter. Richmond, where the Hawks hung for about the first half of the first half. Knox, second chance and not even close on the 3-point attempt.
The Hawks missed 2 free throws and then pretty much an unguarded 3.
Crutcher left that on the glass, no place else. Daly held the pivot foot and made something out of nothing. 6 now for Ryan Daly, and Hawks back to within 1.
Hawks have not been in all of the Flyers at all thus far. But now Toppin back on the floor, playing against the smaller Knox.
The Michigan transfer, Evie Watson, also in there. That's Watson, who nearly threw it away. Shot clock down to 5. Toppin, count it, plus the foul. I think he's the most versatile player in the country in terms of his skill set. Daly up the floor. Edwards catch and shoot, and takes care of it. 21st 3 of the year for what's only a 27% shooter in Edwards.
Flyers, at least thus far, not doing a lot of switching on the Hawks' 3-point shooters. So they are getting good looks, but typically don't shoot a high percentage, and when they do, that's when good things happen for this team.
Jordan Chimanga, the Nebraska transfer, missed that hook. Mike Sale there to clean the glass. And already into double figures. 10 of the Flyers, 15 for the grad student and the mechanical engineer, Ryan Mike Sale. And now jump in the passing lane. Crutcher couldn't finish, but able to stay with it. The defensive specialist, Dwayne Cohill, also out there for Dayton.
What do we got? Particularly offensively, but nobody in the league and not many in America have an Obi Toppin.
Mike Sell, catch and shoot. And rebound pinballs to Moore. Knox tested Chimanga, the reverse layup counted.
Smart play.
Knox, who was an 80% free throw shooter, unable to convert. Still a Dayton 1-point lead. Matt Martucci, Joe Lenardi, little high-low. Chimanga trying to set up Mike Sale for Dayton. And Cohill able to rescue the possession with 5 to shoot. Crutcher And that's pure. Little teardrop.
And there were 3 or 4 fouls on that play. I think all but one of them on the Hawks, all unwhistled.
First bucket for the guy they call Clutcher. And now a chance for maybe some more. Serving it up, and Watson, elevator top floor. First 2 off the bench for the Pickerington, Ohio native, about 90 miles west of Dayton.
For St. Joseph's at least.
Edwards trying to feed Douglas in the middle of the lane, and tie-up situation.
And that's a good sign with a team that doesn't really have a true point guard. But it hurt them at Richmond, and it's hurt them a bit so far today.
Yeah, 21 the other night in terms of turnovers. Crutcher and Toppin, along with Watson and Landers and Cohill. Watson is their best three-point shooter, one of the top 30 in the country, but not that time.
Going to say that's why he's there.
Freeman trying to get separation from Landers. Penetrating pitch for Moore. Freeman fading back into the Dayton bench. And Watson not having a great day off the bench early on. Nearly threw his first pass away and turns it over here. That's the first Flyer giveaway. Brown off the turnaround. Another good look. Able to separate from Crutcher. Toppin in traffic. Are you kidding me? That's the high-level athlete Obi Toppin is.
High-level basketball skill and basketball IQ.
7 now for Toppin. Dayton lead, it matches, it's his largest. Moore having to adjust. Landers stood his ground, comes away with the rebound. Crutcher, and the Flyers have come alive.
Can't teach that.
Older than he actually is. Sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. And in and out that time. But Dayton still enjoying its largest lead.
For better or worse, a lower scoring game than I would have thought thus far.
Moore with 12 of the shot clock. And left up on the rim again. Cohill able to clear it. Toppin setting up Watson. Coming toward the 9-minute mark of the first half. Watson. And again, unable to find his rhythm from the outside. Daly with another rebound. Moore and Douglas, Daly, Longpre, and Knox for Billy Lang's Hawks. Douglas, his separation, and they'll score that a 3.
And Miles, you know, if he ever developed consistency with that shot, it would be a serious weapon for St. Joseph's, because at his size as a point forward, he's usually going to be guarded by a smaller man out high.
6 now for Douglas, both from the three-point arc. Landers, and batted away in the lane by Longpre.
A quick and effective double team forces the Toppin miscue.
So Dayton with a couple of turnovers here in the last few minutes. Daly
A little bit higher of a percentage. This game would be even closer, but they're right in it.
Jerry Matos ends up with the personal foul for the former JUCO transfer. Knox nearly threw it away, and somebody's open, although Douglas with half.
Translation, Obi Toppin dunking the basketball a lot. And what, 12th, I think?
3-point percentage, that's correct.
Yeah, that's a really good way to win and score a lot of points.
The 4th most efficient offensive team in Division I overall.
In terms of points per possession.
Yep. Their shot clock down to 12. Landers finding the open man. Mike Sell across the lane. And everything but the finish. Able to create the shot for himself. Freeman, and bumped on the base. Out to the line.
It's historically been a home court series.
Very much, yeah. Which would explain the split, just about.
But interestingly, though, the Hawks have had their number in the postseason. Even Dayton's Elite Eight team lost 3 times to St. Joseph's in 2014.
And Langston Galloway with something to do about that. Corner rotation for Matos.
Yeah, I think if we told the Dayton audience that Lang was going to be our halftime guest, we might break the internet. He's not.
His Pistons with a win last night over the Warriors. It's been a struggle for both those teams. Daly missed at one end. They try and set up Toppin on the high-low, and that time couldn't corral the handle.
We just proved one thing. It is possible to throw the ball too high for Obi Toppin.
Chapman back in for the Flyers. And Moore, again, unable to convert. Hawks having trouble with the front ends. Missed consecutive trips now. Freeman first, then Moore. Crutcher and Toppin, along with Chapman, Landers, and Mike Sale, as Crutcher lets it fly.
Neither team shooting it well from distance, and that's part of the reason we're kind of bumping along here.
Hey, you said it before, much lower scoring than anticipated, particularly from the Flyers side. Douglas got the separation, couldn't hit the mid-range, and Knox.
Folks behind us, but it was the right one.
Now, folks wanting Sharif Knox to maybe pick up the phone, talk to his buddy Damir Bishop, who decided that one semester this year was enough at Xavier.
Guess he didn't like the chili.
Landers, one and done at this end. Douglas, everything again but the finish. Daly is able to clean the glass. And Ryan Daly's matched his entire total from the Richmond game. 8 for him now. Hawks are within 3. Edwards. Speaking of folks who might be tuned into the Eagles game this afternoon.
Yeah.
Ryan Daly, top of that list. Mike Sale's done everything for them today. Couldn't convert.
Ryan Daly is just a Philly sports guy.
I told you the story earlier this year.
I lost a lot of sleep over that one.
I'm sure you did. Sure, a lot of the Delaware. Dayton's done itself plenty of favors from the line, 4 of 5. And Knox gets both. Back to a 1-point game. Chapman and Watson. And too many steps across the lane. And last 2 home games.
Exactly.
He's done really well in that department. Was at both ends of the floor in that William and Mary win. It was 6 days before Christmas. Mike Sale, 5 to shoot. Crutcher is the bailout and an air ball.
20 seconds, then got a foul, guarded for almost 30 more, and forced an air ball. Quick rotations, weak side help, and the long 3 dropped over the baseline.
Now Flyers go little extended zone. 2-3 for Dayton. Douglas, and beats it. St. Joseph's leads again. 9 for Douglas. It's a foul on Dayton's E.B. Watson. Hawks have the basketball again. Dayton coming out sub 30% shooting this half, 8 of 29. Hawks have been almost 10 percentage points better. 8 of 22 for 36 to start. 7 on the shot clock. Daly on the block. And the position and the size on Chapman.
Good recognition for Ramir Moore in the two-man game. It's not often that Daly gets isolated against a smaller man.
Into double figures now with 10 for Daly. The 11th time he's gotten there this year. He had 14 tries. And Edwards handed the cookie jar, says Earl Walton.
As he stares up, and the Flyers in a position that
8%. Obi Toppin, just about every watch list you could think of. Two-point St. Joseph's lead. Credit to Billy Lang getting his guys ready for this one. Got home early Friday morning from Richmond. And have certainly come out ready for this one. Daly with the shot clock at 10, draws the double. Now down to 6, wheeling and finishing.
And that's the Ryan Daly we saw in the Villanova game. That is, he once again raises his game to a ranked opponent.
12 now for Daly. He has the last 4 for St. Joseph's. Again, high-low, this time Mike Sell. A good feed from Landers. He's one of their better passers with a better than 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio.
And the Hawks running the same offense. They're trying to isolate him against Chapman. Late in the clock, I think.
Daly with 9 to shoot. And again, against Chapman, but way too much on that. You could see it when it left his hand. Crutcher attacking, wants it himself and has it. Only the second field goal of the afternoon for Jalen Crutcher. He's a much better basketball player than he's displayed. And Douglas.
They're back tied with a chance to lead as we head toward halftime.
Landers with the left wing look and buries it.
Toppin and Mikesell both on the bench with the 2 fouls, as you mentioned, and the Flyers with so many weapons, they were due to start hitting some threes.
And speaking of due, the first field goal of the afternoon for Trey Landers. Brown, excellent cut, but couldn't finish right at the rim, stays with it, and will get a pair of...
Mikesell still on the floor.
Actually got to meet his dad the other night after the Richmond game.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Pair of makes for the freshman from Greenbelt, Maryland. And back to a 1-point Dayton lead.
But you can tell those two are related when you see his dad.
His dad, Joe, yep. Absolutely. Same face. Oh. Speaking of face, Trey Landers. Hello.
And that gets the large contingent of Flyer faithful here in Philadelphia up and motoring.
4-second differential change between shot and game clock. Dayton's led by as many as 8. Daly going for the tie and bangs it home. 15 for Daly in the first half.
Only played 13 minutes and 58 seconds. A little bit because of foul trouble, but not entirely.
Speaking of playing and playing well, Daly in those 15 first half points finds Brown. Good look. And the perfect way that you would like to start the second half if you're Billy Lang.
Even better ball movement, and what a nice stroke. We were right on line with that attempt.
17th
and sometimes you
of
can
the
just
year.
tell it's good all the way.
17th of the year for Brown. Mike Sale got his shot blocked at the rim. Brown, Daly, sniping, looking for a better shot. Brown again, that one's online. 6 straight out of the gate, and it matches the St. Joseph's lead. 39-33 Hawks. 8 now overall for Brown. St. Joseph's bench outscoring the Flyers.
How often have we said it that this Hawk team is a very high variance bunch because of their reliance on the 3-ball.
And there's Landers to bring them back to within 4. When they could shoot the ball well from the outside, completely different basketball team. That's what we've seen with the Hawks. Saw it a couple times in those first 3 regular season games. Douglas score the basket plus the foul.
His ceiling can be.
And that's 3 on Obi Toppin. And I think at this point you're Anthony Grant. You're probably rolling the dice for a little bit on Toppin.
I think you have to trust that a guy that gifted, knows how to play with fouls. And how about this, like half number 1, Obi Toppin being guarded man-to-man by a former walk-on, Tolliver Freeman.
And Freeman doing a good job, but they'll say it.
Normally pretty effective at passing out of those kind of double teams. But he's not getting much help from the outside shooters. Dayton, as we said, 3 of 17 in the first half from deep. Look at the double team.
They find Crutcher on the baseline. And nice bounce, Landers with 4 second-half points.
Dayton doing a better job. That's 2 times out of a double team here to start the second half. They made the extra pass to finally find the man who was inevitably open on the possession.
Freeman, and miscommunication through.
Yeah, 11-2 in the first half. If they take care of the ball, they'll probably be in this one down to the end.
Chapman and Toppin. Good ball movement from Crutcher and Mike Sell. Landers. And tees it up. 11 now for Trey Landers, his second 3 of the afternoon.
The ball found the side of the floor where Longpre was isolated against the guard, and he's not able to close out quickly.
A nice backdoor cut for Longpre. And Landers, 6 of 11 as a team. And Longpre, though, doing his. Anthony, 50% on the year. Has only had what's now 6 attempts. But continues to be right there, right on that number, 3 of 6. Possession game. Hawks were enjoying their largest lead a couple minutes ago. Dayton's led by as many as 8. Good job on the
ball player. Very interesting chess match going on here in the second half.
Crutcher. And back to within 1. 7 down for Jalen Crutcher. 24 of the 42 Flyers points coming in the paint. Daly, everything but the finish. Tough angle on that right side.
Toppin running the floor.
Again, streaking to the basket. Dayton back in front.
Guarantee the scouts here love to see that.
11 for Obi Toppin. Double figures for the 14th time this year in 15 games.
Dayton's first lead of the second half.
Seven to shoot. Daly got that block. Toppin. And they're looking for him again. Up top. And nearly took the top off the rim. Douglas with numbers at this end and turns it over.
I don't know what kind of pass that was. Look out.
And a second chance. And he's not going to miss that time.
with just amazing strength and speed. That's pretty good basketball. And an underrated high-quality pass that Carson.
Bracketologist Joe Lenardi. And what is a good crowd for a Sunday afternoon here at Hagan Arena. Flyers have done their part, bringing their faithful. Chapman really yet to get going, and still not, and that's Toppin over the back.
Some of the Dayton folks before the game that I thought the Flyers were a tournament team even without Toppin. I think we're gonna find out one way or the other.
The Hawk coaching staff believing that Dayton a Final Four team for sure. Oof. Moore with an air ball. And Landers too much.
To have a Mike Sell, most teams at the A10 level would be thrilled with him.
Yep. Now 5 different Flyers averaging double figures coming in. 4 of the 5 starters and E.B. Watson. Just an embarrassment of riches for Anthony Grant on this roster. Landers almost stole it away.
They look the same.
It's a good crew today.
It is.
Veteran crew.
Always helpful to play Sunday games. Better pick from the list of available officials. And
He had timeout and drawing 2 fouls. Give that his 3rd. It's part of.
really do.
So both of them for Daly. 17 now for him, a double-double to go with 12 rebounds.
Our listeners and viewers, they get the impression that I'm not listening to you, Matthew. Hanging on every word.
Appreciate that. Crutcher and Landers.
Dayton fans, meanwhile, hanging on every possession here as they have to be thinking, oh no, we're at St. Joe's again.
And Knox punches that out.
The trigger man. Can't throw it to the rim to top, and he's not in the game.
And we get Knox on his 4th personal. If you just joined us, Obi Toppin on the bench with 4 personal fouls in what was a tie basketball game at the half. Crutcher. And Douglas takes care of the defensive glass. And lost it out of bounds. You wonder what this game might be like if the Hawks had taken a little bit better care of the basketball. Their 11th turnover, not so much the problem, but the 16 points that Dayton has off those turnovers.
Hey, look at that, and you'd think it'd be a 20-point game.
Nice curl on the block, and Mike Sell with the finish.
Nice find by Crutcher, who started at the point every game of his Dayton career.
There's Brown attacking the rim. And pinballs around.
And you wonder if the Hawks are headed toward one of their scoring droughts. They do get in those ruts offensively.
And it looks like, I think Billy Lang has been assessed a warning.
Why you stop play for that, though? Can't you just tell them the next time down the court or the next dead ball? Like, that seems to disadvantage the offensive team there. Gives the Hawks a chance to reset at the defensive end.
Chapman will go to the line on the foul on Daly. All that on the floor. So 2nd one on Daly. West Coast Hawks here. West Coast Hawks coming to Lincoln Financial Field this afternoon. Chapman. And on transition as a result off that miss, Daly just couldn't finish. And out of bounds.
You know, they called a foul on Brown. 4 for 21, Matt. That's what Dayton is from the 3-point line today. And that's why the Hawks have been able to throw the ball all over the gym and give up a lot of points from those turnovers and get away with it.
Otherwise, Dayton winning most statistical categories.
You get hotly contested both on the court and the sidelines as both benches trying to digest some of these whistles.
Still no Obi Toppin for Dayton. On the bench with the 4 personals. Nice flash by Freeman, who stayed with it after Mikesell got the block. Tolliver Freeman picking a huge time for his first bucket of the afternoon. Crutcher guarded by Daly. Moore responsible for Watson. Freeman on Mikesell. Crutcher right around Daly, everything but the finish. Plenty of speed and a really good first step for Crutcher. Edwards stepping in. That would have brought the house down. And Chapman challenging at this end, and a couple of free throws coming for the Lithonia, Georgia native, Rodney Chapman to the line. College basketball lineage for Chapman. Dad played at USC for George Raveling, where he was a teammate of...
Once on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
And once the winner of the NBA Slam Dunk Contest.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That was basically Harold Miner's claim to fame. It's down. Back to a 3-point Dayton lead.
I mean, I'm not going to be shy. Google bracketology, and I do not dunk the ball.
Yeah, we need to work on your vert. Cam Brown with no problem with his. 10 for Brown, who's in double figures for the 5th time in his St. Joseph's career. That's back-to-back games for him. Crutcher, Edwards with the help and the recovery.
First time the Hawks have beaten Dayton down the floor. Like I said, you sit around a hotel for 2 or 3 days.
Weird things happen.
Weird things happen.
Yeah. 6 to shoot, Cohill. Landers has hit a couple of those and will add another.
He's been a guy that stepped up today.
15 for Landers, including his 3rd made 3 of the day. Halfway point inside of it in the second half. Matt Martucci, Joe Lenardi. Moore forcing the issue, and that's just good D by Mikesell.
I agree. And force the key word.
Landers wanted another one, too much on that. Mikesell the hustle play though to bat it out. Shot clock back to 20 for Dayton.
That's a tough matchup for Daly out high.
And Crutcher knows it. Shot clock down to 6. Wants to take him off the dribble. And there it is. Said before, Jalen Crutcher, a much better basketball player than he's displayed today. 10 for him, and his first made 3 of the afternoon. Dayton back to a loud Dayton crowd. And now here comes the Let's Go St. Joe's. Knox, Moore, one at the left. That's his non-dominant hand.
When Landers whacked in the face. Watson wide open.
And he's too good a shooter.
And he was overdue.
Had started one of his first 4 from the field, and an offer from the arc no longer.
Anthony Grant telling us before the game, I said, hey, what has lifted you to this new level? And he said, depth. Guys like Ibi Watson off the bench when other things aren't working.
Edwards on the turnaround to bring it back to single digits. 5 now for Lorenzo Edwards. And Ibi Watson, the word that they used to describe him, AAU in high school, smooth.
You can see why.
Crutcher, and carried it. Matt Martucci, Joe Lenardi. On a wild card Sunday. And this would be a wild start to it.
We've already seen one big upset on wild card weekend. Hawks doing their best to pull one here.
Daly held by Dwayne Cohill.
We'll see if they have one more. It's a good thing. 10 of 16 are the guys in gray.
But 4 of their last 5. Daly, separation, the mid-range, and couldn't convert. Creeping toward the 7-minute mark of the second half. Dayton doing all this with Obi Toppin on the bench and the 4 personals. Crutcher around Brown, got to the glass, just couldn't finish. Edwards grabbed the rebound. Douglas and Brown and Knox. Offensive glass for Edwards, who got fouled on the ball. And Edwards becomes the 3rd Hawk, unable to convert. Eight-point Dayton lead. Watson attacking, and late whistle, but it's accurate. An 11th attempts of the afternoon for Dayton. Flyers, though, are 8 of 9. But Archie Miller liked him so much when he was the head coach at Dayton, he offered him a scholarship his sophomore year. Watson, obviously, first 2 years at Michigan under John Beilein, made his way back. Flyers have a 10-point lead as a result of his 2 free throws. Douglas at this end with an answer, counted.
They were starting to lose touch.
Douglas brings them back to within 7. 15 for Miles Douglas, 4 shy of matching a career high.
You see the Hawks pick up a little bit full court for the first time, and Douglas with a reach in the backcourt. And this lead here, Matt, this working margin for the Flyers allows Anthony Grant to not go back to Obi Toppin, who's sitting with 4 fouls.
Chapman. And Douglas another defensive rebound. Out there with Knox and Daly, Anthony Longpre and Cameron Brown. Daly, position on Chapman, leans in, and 4 inches, and plenty of weight for Ryan Daly. Almost 50 pounds of advantage. 19 now for Daly, just his 3rd and 4th points of the second half.
He knows how to use every one of those pounds.
Watson jabs right, attacks, and a
calling.
blocking foul plus the foul. Watson with what's now a quiet 10. 5th different Flyer in double figures. Said before, they have 5 guys who average them coming in. Daly set up by Longpre, and back to within 5 because Ryan Daly wills it. .22 now for Daly.
But just 7 in the second half.
Watson dueling threes.
An easy 3, though, versus one taken under duress by Daly. The Hawks are going to have to find some easier offense against a Dayton team that's really clamping down.
Brown and sniping from the corner. 3rd one of the afternoon for Cam Brown, who's matched the career high with 13. Knox has to be careful with 4 personals. Watson bodied and a foul along.
That's kind of his MO. But he's got a high IQ in the half court. And a half.
Yeah, that now his 14th point. Capable of going off. Career high is 30, set earlier this year against Grambling. But the 8th time in double figures for the former high school teammate of some guy named Joe Burrow. He's done pretty well on the football field. Daly, what's a big miss? Could be costly with 4.5 minutes left. Crutcher, but gives it right back with a perimeter miss of his own.
Well, that would have made it a 10-point lead again, and now the Hawks a chance to cut it to 5 or even 4.
Douglas. That was from NBA range.
He's had a hot hand today.
Well, now if you're Anthony Grant, start to think about you can use some clock. Foul line is at your advantage as Mike Sell does just that. It was about 5 minutes ago. Hawks broke what was a 33-all tie and were up 7 part. Points 15 at 16 for Ryan Mikesell, who had a big game against the Hawks last year at the UD Arena. Daly, little two-game with Longpre. Shot clock cut in half and bodied by Mikesell. 7 total misses from the line. They're 11 of 18. Longpre, point of the afternoon. Both have come from the foul line. Continuing to do themselves no favors. 12 of 20. 60% for a team that shoots right under 70. Watson might have pushed off on Daly, who's to the floor for the basketball. The arrow, though, will stay with the Flyers.
Finally, top it on the floor again.
With 5 to shoot, and wanted Watson, who was wide open.
What he probably needs to run up and down the floor a few times.
Only the 8th Dayton turnover. But tough time to have it.
Only if the Hawks score.
Nice find to Moore from Brown. Moore has not scored in this basketball game. And it takes care. And now the back end.
Time when you're trying to pull an upset. Credit the Flyers. Sometimes it's fatigue when you miss free throws late in the game, and it is no picnic to chase these guys around for 40 minutes.
And 9 misses today for the Hawks from the line. 13 of 22. Moore active. Crutcher gets it back. Passed up the look. Shot clock down to 10. Landers. Dagger.
Perfect form, perfect pass, perfect finish.
18 for Trey Landers. He's done that 4 times today from the perimeter. 2/3 of his points coming from the arc. Edwards trying to match. And Watson.
Flyers are going to end their long losing streak in this building map, but they're going to leave knowing they were in a game. And I still love watching them.
Toppin says, I'm back in the game for the remainder. He's pretty good, Joe. Brown has been big all day.
Especially in the second half. That's his 3rd 3 of the half. Started the half with a pair. Nothing but net on that one. The Hawks are still close enough to chase.
And new career high for Cameron Brown, 16 set today.
Trouble.
And Mikesell and the goaltend on Edwards.
All working until late when Ippy Watson got hot.
One minute
Inside of a minute to go. Brown, same spot as the last one, this time different result. And Mikesell, Landers. And Chapman will go to the line. Had the quietest day of this Dayton starting rotation. Only a couple points. Former college basketball players, Lithonia High School, same one that produced some guy named Kelvin Cato.
Iowa State. I remember.
Yeah, former NBA first-round pick. Actually enjoyed a pretty good NBA career. Scored a couple thousand points in the pros. Edwards. And that'll pretty well do it. Billy Lang will call off the Dogs. Effort was there, but
pretty good basketball game.
Yep. There's a reason that this is the 20th ranked team in the country.
And by analytics, they are significantly underrated. And that will be proven over the next couple of months.
Landers just holds it out. Dayton by 13 to go to 13-2, 2-0.